Sit down on your mat and root your sitting bones down to the floor. Your sitting bones down to the floor. You can sit up on something. So sit up on a pillow maybe, or sit up on some books, also works. And from there really root down through the sitting bones. So hello, welcome, good morning, or at least for me it's good morning. Wherever you are, have a wonderful day. I mean, evening, or yeah. And then from here, this is my cat you're hearing. She's called Wusheli, but first about me, I'm Marcel. I'm your instructor today in this little lesson. Up here is Shawn. Shawn is here for energy, entertainment, and motivation. And we'll be starting in this low sweat yoga session. We just get the juices flowing in our body. So if you'd like to join in, feel free to do so. And root down through the sitting bones of your body. Connect with the ground here. Wherever the feet are touching the ground as well, connect through these points. And from there, breathe in deeply. Breathe in deeply into the belly, into the chest, and lift yourself more up to the sky. Feel that there is a rope attached on your head that is drawing you just this little tiny bit up and making your spine longer. Breathing in deeply, belly into the chest. Yeah, good. Keep on breathing deeply. Today's topic is compassion. To be compassionate. See what compassion means for you. Maybe also check if you can have compassion for yourself. Breathing in deeply into the belly, into the chest, and get longer throughout your spine. And as you're breathing out, maybe let the shoulders sink again and see if you're breathing in really, really deep. Are the shoulders coming up a little? Or is it the chest? Good. And from here, open the eyes, bring the hands to the sides, and breathe in deeply as you lift the hands up to the sky. And breathing out, releasing the arms. Directing your breath here today. Good. Breathing in deeply. Good, awesome. Really connecting with the length in the spine and your movement. Release the arms, bring the arms to the thighs, and move the hands forward and backward on the thigh, and just connect with this feeling. Moving the hands forward and backward. And along with this, bring the shoulders forward, then upward, then to the back and down. Forward, upward, to the back and down. Really connect to your shoulders here, going either faster or slower as it feels good to you right now. Let's make our sides a little bit longer, so slowly release this again. Connect one last time to your hands. How do they feel right now? To their thighs. Then bring the left hand to the left and bring the right hand next to your ear. Get longer from the sitting bone, from the right sitting bone up to the top of the hand. You don't want to bend right now your left side, but you want to have the left side also really straight, long. So the chest is long on both sides. Coming down from the right sitting bone up to the finger, up to the right fingers, breathing in deeply. Breathing out, changing the sides. Awesome job. Get longer. From the left sitting bone to the fingers. Breathing out, changing the sides. The right hand up. Getting longer from the right sitting bone up to the fingers. And change the sides again. Hey Tyler! Yeah, it's tiny short stay today. Drawing the belly in and up. Getting long at the chest area. And changing sides. How are you doing, Tyler? Let's go one more side, each side. Really be here. Here now. The right. Anytime your sitting pose starts to feel uncomfortable, can change your sitting pose. Good, really awesome. Come back to the middle, bring the hands together, interlace the fingers and go left and right here. Hey, yeah Tyler, I just said, thanks for asking. Yeah, I slept well and I set up the lights a little bit different already. So I just stood up, set up the lights a little bit different. And yeah. Now we're interlacing the fingers and we're just circling here. Now the first variant is holding your right hand just like this, not moving it, and bring the left hand in and moving. Try to hold the right arm really stable, the right arms, the right hand. And then going to the left. Hey, can't read it. Just keep going. Rhythmic drummer. I have a yoga certificate. I've been practicing now teaching now in real life for 1 year. So not online. I just started teaching 3 months ago. So in January the 1st to be exact. And I will be teaching here the whole year. So the things that I'm doing are really basic. And therefore I would say, yes, I'm a professional. I mean, I don't earn money with it, so I guess I'm not a professional, but I try my very best for you. Yeah, you're welcome, rhythmic drummer. And then release, shake your wrists again. And from here, let's come into all fours. So shoulders under the wrists and hips over the knees. And then arcing up slowly, looking forward. And from the top of the head down. Arcing up slowly from the lower spine, slowly up, vertebra by vertebra, breathing in. From the top of the head down. And arcing up. And from the top of the head down. Okay, you notice the difference? Yeah. I'm still setting it up, Tyler. So it's not completely finished. It still needs to be. Will get better. I will do some tests. Just go down the vertebrae and rounding down, and then up, arcing up from the lower spine, slowly up, vertebra by vertebra, and looking forward. Awesome job. Then shift yourself here. Just keep this position, this alignment, so shoulders over the wrists and hips over the knees, and shift yourself left and right. Bend your elbows, and just check what feels good to you right now. You can bend the elbows, you can leave them straight, you can shift yourself back. This is called child's pose here, and if you come forward in an upward facing dog, you can also do that. And just find what feels good to you right now. Breathing in deeply. Don't look at me here, but finding what feels good to you right now. And releasing the head. Shifting the hips to the left and to the right. Good. And from here, we're going a little bit further. So first of all, let me teach you about hands again, how to root them really down into the floor. We want to always have the mounts of the fingers connected. So the connection below the fingers, these are the mounts of the fingers, push them into the floor. When you go down, let's go to the front of your mat, push the index finger mount into the floor, then all the other finger mounts. Then your fingers are spread, and you can claw the fingers a little bit and really push into the index finger mounts a lot. You don't want to lift the index finger mount up when you do the exercises. This is easily happening with a lot of beginners. So always come back to this index finger mount and pushing it into the floor. And then shift your hips up into the sky and get longer from the heart to the fingers. And from the heart to the hips. And from there you can bend the knees a little bit and find more space in the lower spine. Up here. Pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot, clawing the fingertips a little. Bending the knees, getting longer. Your chest is a little bit up, so the chest is not hanging through down, but it comes a little bit up, and we want to find more space in the lower spine, in the lower back, if you want so. And from here, start walking your feet up and down, heels up and down. How does this feel to you? Giving some juice to our legs. And from here, let's drop our heels to the left side. Heels to the left side. Find a strong stretch for the right side body. Push your mounts of the fingers into the ground. Shift your hips further back. Draw the belly in and up a little. And come back to the middle. And let's go to the right side. Shifting the hips and the heels to the right side. Shifting the hips further back. Breathing in deeply. And coming back to the middle. Looking forward to the fingers. Slowly either jumping or stepping upward. Releasing the head. Having the hips over the heels. And from here, bend the knees slowly, bring the hands to the hips, elbows pointing upward, and come up with a straight back. Extend your hands into the sky. Draw the belly in and up, and bring the hands in front of the heart together. How are you feeling right now? How does your body feel right now? Oh. Okay. And let's go first through some sun salutations, and then let's do some warriors. We haven't done warriors in a while, so let's do that. So bring your arms up into the sky, breathing in deeply, draw the belly in and up, slight back bend. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Check if your lower spine, that it's not rounded. Breathing out, rounding down. Place your hands on the mat, push into the mounts of the fingers, stepping back, downward facing dog. Shifting the hips into the sky. Get longer from the heart to the fingers, from the heart to the hips. Bend your knees a little. Breathing in, coming forward into plank pose, and from plank pose, release yourself forward and down 90 degrees with the elbows. You can also put your knees down if you like. 90 degrees with the elbows, releasing the hips down now. Pushing the feet into the floor, pushing the knees into the floor, and come forward and up. Maybe just a little bit, but think about lifting yourself forward and up. The elbows are pointing to the back of you. To the feet. The elbows are pointing to the feet. Kind of. Come up again, downward facing dog, breathing in deeply, looking forward. And as you're breathing out, slowly step forward. Releasing forward, breathing in deeply, bring the hands to the hips, elbows, knees bending. Stand up with a straight back, extend your hands into the sky. Belly in and up, slight back bend. And go again. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Check if your lower spine. So if the vertebrae are sticking out, then you're too far down. Then come a little bit more up. Honor where you are today. Breathing out. Placing the hands on the mat. Stepping back. Breathing in deeply. Coming forward into a plank position. On plank we go forward and down. 90 degrees with the elbows. Releasing the hips down. Pushing the feet, pushing the knees into the ground, draw the belly in and up. Come forward and up. Maybe go a little bit deeper. And shift yourself back to downward facing dog. Good. Check with your mounts of the fingers again. Are the index finger mounts still rooted? Claw the fingertips a little. Good. Looking forward, breathing in. And slowly stepping or jumping forward as you're breathing out. Release the head here. Release hips over the heels as good as you can. So if you're not as flexible here, then there might be a lot of weight over the toes. You're doing this, then bring the hands to the hips, elbows pointing upward, bend your knees a little bit more and stand up with a straight back, extend your hands into the sky. Long, 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 long. And let's go one more time. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Breathing out, forward fold. Stepping back, downward facing dog, breathing in deeply. Coming forward and down as you're breathing out. 90 degrees of the elbows, releasing the hips down. Breathing in, forward and up. And back to downward facing dog. Breathing in, looking forward. And as you're breathing out, step forward or jump forward. Downward facing and forward fold. Bring the hands to the hips, point your knees. Elbows to the sky and bring your hands up into the sky. Draw the belly in and up, slight back bend. And forward fold, breathing out. Let's go a little bit faster here, two more times. Bring it halfway, breathing out. Stepping back, downward face, breathing in, breathing out. Go in your own rhythm. In and out, downward facing dog. And in, looking forward, stepping forward, breathing out. Forward fold. Breathing in, place the hands on the hips, elbows pointing up and out, standing up. In, reaching the hands. Draw the belly in and up, slight back bend. And forward fold last time. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Breathing out, forward fold. Placing the hands on the mat, stepping back. Breathing in. Forward and down, 90 degrees of the elbows. Release the hips, come forward and up, pushed. Breathing in. And to the back. Breathing in deeply. Looking forward to the hands. And slowly stepping or jumping forward. Bring the hands to the hips, elbows pointing up, bend your knees more and stand up with a straight back. Extend your hands into the sky. Draw the belly in and up, slight back bend. And bring the hands in front of the heart together. Awesome. Do you have some warmth now created in the body? How does that feel? Release the arms. Shift all the weight. Shift all the weight to the left leg first and step back with the right leg. Okay, Tyler. And come into a high lunge. Draw the hips together. Your back leg is straight. Draw the belly in and up. And bring your hands up into the sky. You can draw the feet together. Check that your front knee is over the heel. Draw the feet maybe a little bit together for more stability. It's up into the sky. Good. And from here, just get longer as you're breathing in. Up to the sky. Longer, longer, longer. And breathing out, releasing, taking up more space. And again, longer, breathing in. And breathing out, taking up more space. Belly in and releasing, taking up more space. Good. And from here, bring the hands together. So elbows are making one line through the hands. Then shifting your body to the left, twisting your body to the left, and come down with the right elbow to the left knee. Get longer from the back leg to the top of the head. So from the back foot to the top of the head, get one line here. And the head is an extension of the spine. Breathing in deeply, really pushing in through the top of the hand, down to the foot. And from there, breathe in deeply, get longer. And as you're breathing out, twist a little bit more. Good. Breathing in deeply. And twist a little bit more. And releasing. Hands down. Let the knee come to the floor. You can put something under the knee if you like. Hey Wallweller, I hope you have a good day. How are you doing? And then draw the toes of the front foot back. Step a little bit forward with the left leg. Draw back the toes to your body. And find a strong stretch through the thigh here, for the hamstrings. And check with your lower spine that it's not rounded. And stretch a little bit forward. Breathing in deeply. So, releasing again. And bring the front foot a little bit back. Bring the weight onto the right knee a little, just a little, distribute it. Again, you can put something under the knee there. Then bring the right elbow up, bring it over the left knee. Grab around with your thumb pointing up and lift the back leg up and grab onto the leg, onto the ankle. From there, lift your body a little bit more up, draw the belly in and up, get longer, and you can grab around so that the index finger is pointing down on the foot. So what am I doing here? I'm teaching yoga every day. So if you like to join in one time, you can do so. Feel free to do so. From here in this position, you want to look over the shoulders, drawing the belly in and up. If you fall out of it, laugh about it. And release slowly, leg down. And again, let's come to the other position again. Bring the foot forward again, draw the toes up. Draw the toes back towards you. The foot up and stand up and reach a little bit forward. Whoop. If you have some blocks to hold on to the left and to the right, use them and come a little bit forward. Good. And then release again. Again back. Bring the hands to the front, root them really good through the mounts of the fingers here. As explained already, mounts of the fingers really root into the ground. Fingers are wide, claw the fingertips a little and step back to downward facing dog. And start walking here. Get long from the heart to the fingers, from the heart to the hips. Get longer from the heart to the hips. Your chest is a little bit up, as explained already. Bend the knees a little bit. Good. Looking forward to the fingers. And slowly stepping or jumping forward. Releasing the head forward. Hips over the heels. Bend the knees a little, bring the hands to the hips, elbows pointing upward, and come up with a straight back. Extend your hands into the sky. Draw the belly in and up. Good job. Release the arms by the sides. And we do the other side directly. So shifting all the weight slowly to the right leg. Good. And stepping then back with the left leg. Coming into a high lunge. So you're standing on the toes on the back. Draw the hips together. Front knee is over the front heel. Draw the belly in and up. And extend the hands into the sky. You can draw the feet a little bit together for extra stability. Extra stability. Belly in and up, get longer. Release. Good. Back and back, Tyler. Belly in and up. Chin a little bit back. Get longer from the floor to the fingers, up to the fingers. Slowly bring the hands together in front of your heart. Strong elbow to elbow, strong. Then twist to the right side. And bring the left elbow over the right knee. And from here, push into the ground through the right elbow. Down into the foot, into the knee. From there, twist a little bit more and get longer from the back foot to the top of the head. Strong. Your head is an extension of the spine here. If you can, when you breathe out, look up into the sky. Try where your limits are today. If you fall out, laugh about it. Breathing in deeply and breathing out. Good. And release. Release the hands down. Let the back foot down, the leg. So knee is going down. What did I just say? Knee is going down. If you want to put something under the knee, sure. If you like to to make a mixer account, that would be fun. Oh, don't worry, it's not that bad. I mean, it was just one text. If it would be spamming, then it would be bad. Or worse, let's say like this. Like this, I can still say, hello, how are you? Hope you're doing great. And it's all good. So from here, put your front foot a little bit forward, draw the toes back, grab onto the hips, and whoop. If you have some blocks, hold on to the blocks. Otherwise, you can hold on to the hips and just reach a little bit forward, finding a good stretch in the hamstrings. Or maybe also put your fingertips down and just be mindful in going forward. Probably my back is rounded here, so not super good. So if I had some blocks, I would use them. So release, foot forward again. Then bring the left elbow or the right knee. Find a good position here. Front knee over front heel. Okay, that's super nice. Thanks so much, Tyler. Bring the thumb up in front of you and grab around the back leg. So yeah, if it ever becomes a consistent problem, then I'll make a mixer account for it. Thank you so much, Tyler. And then from there, the thumb is pointing up first. Grab onto the foot. Lift yourself a little bit more up. If you can bring the foot really in a lot, you can bring the hand around so that the index finger is pointing down and grabbing on the hand, looking over the shoulders, back, drawing the belly in and up, getting longer. Looking over the shoulders back. Bring the shoulders onto the back if you can, if you know what I mean. Looking back over the shoulders and releasing slowly down. Then bring the front foot again forward and draw the toes up. Toes up, 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 up. And find a good stretch through the thighs here again and lift yourself up if you can and reach a little bit forward. With the hips, bending at the hips. Check that the lower spine rests straight. Yeah, it's super difficult for me. I kind of need to stay here. Draw the belly in and up. Honor where you are today. And release. Bend the front knee again. More. Bring your hands down next to the knee. Stand up with your back leg. So toes on the back. Up. And push into the floor with the hands and step back with the right leg. And start walking left and right here. Heels to the floor, get longer from the heart to the fingers, from the heart to the hips. Push into the floor with the index finger mounts. Good. How does this feel to you? Good. And from here, just release the knees down. Bring the knees to the sides of the mat, big toes together, sit back on your heels and reach forward with your hands. Reach forward with the hands, releasing the head down. Breathing in deeply into the belly, into the chest. Really deep breathing here, the belly and the chest. If you feel a stretch, just breathe in deeper and release the breath and see how this feels to you. And shift yourself back up. Let me check the time quickly. Whoa, holy, that went fast. That went fast. So, yeah, let's come to the back then. Let's come to the back then. Lie on your back. Extend the feet, extend the hands, arms. Get longer through the right side of the body, and then through the left side, then through the right side, and the left side. Left side longer, right side longer, left side. Good. So arm is going longer, left leg is going longer, and just switch around. And then go with both the hands, both the legs, get longer. Draw the belly in and up, good. And release, good. Yeah, let's do some floor twerks here today. Bring the heels close to the bum and bring the elbows next to the body, fingers pointing up and 5 centimeters off the ground, lifting the hips up and just releasing. So like a hand off the ground and releasing the hips. And you can do this fast. It should feel like knocking to you. And this releases a lot of tension in the lower spine. How does this feel to you? Releasing all the tension here. Then breathing in, releasing. Breathe in deeply into the belly, into the chest. Really feel what's going on in your body. If it felt good to you or not. And if it felt good to you, just go one more time. Elbows into the floor, lifting up 5 centimeters and just slightly hitting the floor. Slightly, ever so slightly. Releasing the hips down. Engaging and releasing the muscles. And release completely. And let's push the elbows into the floor. Breathe in deeply. And lift the hips up, lift the lower back up, lift the upper back up. And shift the shoulders a little bit under your body. Keeping the knees together, have an intention in the knees that keep the knees together. Grab on, the hands together, behind the back. And connect again to this compassionate being, this compassion within you. Breathing in deeply into the belly, into the chest. Deeply breathing in. And releasing down, vertebra by vertebra down. Good. Go slow down. Slowly down. So, And from here, let's go to a happy baby pose. So grab on between the feet, between the legs, and grab on between the legs on the feet. So grab on maybe on the toes with the index and the middle finger, or grab on from the outside of the feet with your hands, and from there just feel how it feels, and go up and come into a happy baby, fall to the side, happy baby pose. Falling to the side is good here. Just check where you can go. Push yourself up again and stretch maybe the right leg, the left leg, maybe both legs. And give yourself a little bit of a back massage here. Good. Be playful, be compassionate. Honor where you are today and release slowly. Let's come to a wall. Check the time again. Yeah, time is all right. Hips to the wall. Legs are pointing up to the sky, or are on the wall. Legs are on the wall. Feet are up on the wall. And from there, elbows into the floor. Press the elbows into the floor, fingers pointing up. And lift your hips slowly up. Grab onto the hips and extend the feet. From here, breathe in deeply. Belly into the chest. And you just want to look up into the sky here. Not looking left or right, but just up into the sky. Breathing in deeply. And out. Feeling that all the blood that was stuck in the toes is flowing down in our body and reoxygenating that blood by breathing in deeply as you can, belly into the chest. Go 3 more breaths here. Just looking up into the sky. Because there's a lot of pressure on our neck, we don't want to look left or right, but just up into the sky. And then slowly stepping down, releasing vertebra by vertebra down. Good. Shifting yourself to Shavasana here, so directly to Shavasana. Hey, Varsho. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Just so nice, thank you. So many nice people are around here. Extend the legs further away and lie back in Shavasana. Lie back in Shavasana. Bring the hands next to the body. Arms are laying next to the body, palms are facing up into the sky. Or did I don't see something that you guys saw? I mean, it was just one word, right? That he wrote, one sentence. I don't know. Maybe I overlooked something. Good. Bring the feet away, toes facing away from each other. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Palms are facing towards the sky. Really appreciate this. Close the eyes and just be here. Just be for the last 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and then we'll finish up. Just be in Shavasana. Just be. Just be. Good. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Come back to your body. And when you're ready, bring the knees in towards your body. And shift yourself either to the left or the right side. Coming down to lie down on the side body. Lie on your side body. And make this position comfortable for yourself. Checking in with your shoulders. Are they relaxed? Try to relax them with your neck, with the tongue, with the arms, with the elbows, with the wrists, with the fingers, with the chest, with the belly, with the hips, the legs, the knees, the toes, the ankles, Release all the muscles. And with your next breath in, feel carried by the gravity of the earth. Breathing in again. One last time here. With your next breath in, lift yourself up into a final sitting pose. Quick little sitting pose. Keep your eyes closed if possible. Bring the hands in front of the heart together. Connecting one more time to the compassion within you, the compassion for yourself, the compassion for others. Releasing the hands, opening the eyes. And thank you so much for practicing with me again today, for being here, even if you don't practice along, just for being here and bring yourself, or being here. Yeah, being here is enough. So wherever you are in this world, I wish you a very wonderful day, a very wonderful night, a restful night. And I hope to see you again very soon. Again, my usual sentences in the end. Check me out on YouTube, subscribe and hit the bell there, comment there if you like a video especially. And yeah, if you like to hit me up more directly, speak with me more directly, check out my Discord, join my Discord and say hello there. And I wish you a wonderful day and I hope to see you very soon again. That's it. Thank you so much for practicing. Thank you so much for doing something for yourself today. And yeah, let's close it here. If there aren't any questions, if there are questions, I'm always happy to help you guys out with something. If you have any suggestions for the lessons, feel free to give me them and I will try to integrate them into the lesson. Even throughout the lesson, if you have questions or want to do something in particular, I'm here for you and I will try to integrate that for you. So I wish you a wonderful day and yeah, that's about it. We're closing it here. Thank you so much for being here, and again, I'm here daily. So if you like to do some yoga, I'm here daily for you. This whole 2020 for sure. And yeah, so bye you guys. See you around very soon. Bye Tyler. Thanks for being here, so active, so helpful to me. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. See you very soon. Let's close it here.